Awesome. So a lot of you know me, maybe some of you don't. I'm Miss Kristy. You might see me around the building. You can always say hi. And I'm gonna read a story today. First, I'm gonna go over some words that maybe we don't all know. Has anyone heard the word invisible before?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Now someone with their hand raised high in the sky, tell me what you think invisible means. Yes? You can't see them. Anyone else? Yeah, Lachlan.
You can't see it, and it's like those guys who know.
Well, like nothing's, like a mime, like nothing's there.
Yeah.
Mikey, one more thing.
Like a ghost.
Okay. You guys are exactly correct. So if you hear the word invisible, it might mean either they can't see you or you can't see whatever's invisible. What about chopsticks? Has anyone heard of chopsticks? Okay, now someone again with their hand up. Can you tell me what chopsticks are? Cole.
It's a thing that it's a little pieces of wood that you use to pick up food, like rice and food.
That's exactly right. Anyone else have any ideas about chopsticks? Yes.
I was gonna say that.
You're gonna say that too? One more.
The Chinese people use them.
Yep, you often see it with like Asian cuisine or Asian culture, right? Very good. Now one of the next ones. Have you ever heard the word shyly? Like someone
No.
did something shyly. What do we think shyly might mean? Yeah. That it's what? Cool. Okay. What do you think? Maybe you're scared. Anybody else? I haven't called anybody yet.
Shy.
So like when you feel shy or scared? Yeah, one thing I would say about shyly is it's usually when you're doing something and you're either nervous or scared, or like you said, you might know the word shy. And then one last word I'm gonna go over with everybody, and that's imagination. I'm sure we've all heard the word imagination, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah? Okay, now raise your hand if you can tell me what you think imagination is. Rosaria.
Imagination is look things you are thinking.
That things you're thinking? Yeah, what about you?
It's thing that you're thinking in your head because you can't like shut it up.
Okay. One more. Who haven't I called on yet? Anyone new? Anyone else want to share? Okay, Lachlan, you one more time.
It's like when you go to bed, you have like dreams, and it's kind of like dreams.
Yeah.
It's
Arlo.
basically dreaming during the day.
During the day? Yeah. So what I would say is imagination is when we use our mind to think of pictures or things that maybe even aren't real. Like if you had a imagination and you were picturing you were flying through space. Are you actually flying through space? No, you're just thinking it and picturing it, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So now a couple questions we have. Can everyone think back? Close your eyes and think. Your first day of first grade. How did we feel that day?
Ow, sorry.
Yeah, you.
Excited.
Excited. How about you? Excited. How about you back there?
Excited.
Excited. Anyone feel anything other than excited? How about you?
A little nervous.
Ooh, a little nervous. Arlo, what about you?
So nervous that I feel like I could vomit.
Yeah, sometimes it is like that butterfly nervous feeling, right? When you're trying something new or that you don't know what it's gonna be like. Because especially on your first day of first grade, it's your first time as a first grader, right? Now, we talked about that word invisible, right?
Yeah.
Has anyone ever felt invisible or maybe left out of something? Does that feel good?
No.
No. Do we like to feel left out or invisible?
No.
No, it's not that fun, right? Right? Now, when is a time, if anyone would like to share, that maybe you felt nervous other than the first day of school? Mikey.
I've actually been invisible.
You've been invisible. Oh my goodness. Has anyone ever felt nervous for something? Yeah.
One was going to get my brown belt, and I have to perform in a lot of instructors are already in like a black belt, and I was super nervous.
Yeah.
And I won't get it, but I broke 2 pieces of boards.
Wow, that is so strong. What about you, Lachlan?
When I went down the giant water slide.
When you went down a giant water slide? Yeah, that can be kind of scary. How about you?
When I was going on
The Tower of Terror still makes me nervous. I've been on it a couple times. We'll take one more. Cool, what about you?
One time when I went in super cold water when I was tubing.
When you're tubing?
Yeah, I thought I would go under the bridge and I would go in that circle again. And I kind of got stuck in branches.
Yeah, that could be kind of scary. Now, what about that word we talked about, imagination? When are times we might use our imagination?
When we're sleeping.
So like when we talked about dreams. Okay, what about you? Yeah.
On an airplane.
On an airplane? Okay, what about you? You forgot? Okay. One more. You.
Sometimes when you get left out, you can use your imagination. You can pretend you have friends all around you. That's what I do when I am left out.
Like making up your own game?
Yeah, that's what I do when I play tag all by myself and pretend friends are tagging me.
Yeah, so we can use our imagination at home, but we can also use it at school, right? Yeah. Yeah, you could use your imagination a lot during the day. All right, are we ready to hear a story?
Yes.
Okay. So remember, we're going to be 5-star listeners the whole time we're reading, right? Awesome. So this book is called The Invisible Boy.
The Invisible.
Interesting. Maybe we'll have to wait and see. What did invisible mean again? Oh no, Cole?
That you can't see them and it's just nothing's there.
Yeah. Can you see Brian, the invisible boy?
Yes.
Even Mrs. Carlotti has trouble noticing her in her classroom. She's too busy dealing with Nathan and Sophie.
Yes.
Nathan has problems with what Mrs. Carlotti calls volume control. He uses his outside voice inside, too much. Sophie whines and complains when she doesn't get her way. Nathan and Sophie take up a lot of space. Brian doesn't. When the bell rings for recess, Micah and JT take turns choosing kids for their kickball teams. The best players get picked first, then the best friends of the best players, then the friends of the best friends. Only Brian is left, still waiting and hoping. JT glances in Brian's direction and just as quickly looks away. We've got enough players for each team, he tells the others. Let's play ball. In the cafeteria, Madison and her friends talk about her birthday party. The rope swing over the pool was awesome, says JT. Yeah, so was the water slide, adds Fiona. That was the best pool party ever. I'm so glad you guys had fun, said Madison. Everybody except Brian. He wasn't invited.
Because he's invisible.
At choosing time, while the other kids play board games and read, Brian sits at his table, doing what he loves to do best. He draws fire-breathing dragons scaling tall buildings. It says, "Thank you for toasting my marshmallow." Space aliens locked in intergalactic battles. Greedy pirates digging for treasure. And superheroes with the power to make friends wherever they go. On Monday morning, Mrs. Carlotti introduces Justin, a new student to the class. Brian smiles shyly at him. Some of the other kids sneak looks at Justin, trying to figure out if he's cool enough to be their friend. They haven't quite made up their minds yet. Why do you think Brian might have smiled shyly at Justin? Yeah.
He's invisible.
Because he's invisible? Cole, what do you think?
Because he might think he might like him and he might be his friend.
Might be his friend? One more.
He might not have any eyes because in the photo you only can see his eyes closed.
Oh, okay. Let's find out. At lunch, Madison and JT watch Justin eat with chopsticks. What's that? Asks Madison as she points at Justin's food. It's bulgogi. What? Bulgogi. It's Korean, barbecued beef. My grandma made it for me. It's really good. Do you want to try some?
No.
There's no way I'd eat boogergy. And the kids laugh. All of them. That is, except Brian. He sits there wondering which is worse, being laughed at or feeling invisible. Okay, now why don't we take a minute and we're gonna think, we're gonna pair and share what do we think might happen next. So think for a minute and quietly share with a neighbor and see what we think might happen next.
I'm with you. I have no idea.
No. No, what do you think? There's more to the story.
You guys share some ideas?
The kids are laughing at him for having the chopstick and the bulgogi. Brian didn't laugh. He's like, I don't know if I'd want people laughing at me, but I'm invisible. Yeah.
Maybe next friend.
Okay.
One, two, three, eyes on me.
1, 2, eyes on you.
Thank you. I'm gonna ask two friends to share what they think might happen. Go ahead.
New boy is going to be like want to sit at the table where Brian is, but he's not gonna know, but he doesn't know where he is there.
Oh, okay. One other friend. Yeah, go ahead.
Because I think he's
You think they're gonna be friends? Should we find out? Okay. The next day, when Justin goes to his cubby to put away his backpack, he notices a piece of paper with his name on it. Justin, I thought the bulgogi looked good. Brian, yum. So we left him a note. At morning recess, Brian finds a piece of chalk on the ground and starts drawing away. You're Brian, right? Yeah. Thanks for the note. Hey, Justin, Emilio calls out from the tetherball court. You're up next. Sorry, I gotta go, says Justin. By the way, that's a really cool drawing, he adds before taking off. Back in class, Mrs. Carlotti asks the kids to team up in 2s or 3s for a special project. The kids scurry around the room to pair off. Brian heads towards Justin. I'm already with Justin, says Emilio. Find someone else. Brian looks at the floor, wishing he could draw a hole right there to swallow him up. Mrs. Carlotti said we can have up to 3 people in our group. We're only 2. Come on, Emilio, let him work with us. Okay, I guess. Mrs. Carlotti gives the class directions for the project. Your assignment is to work together to write a story about what you see in that photograph. Use your imagination and have fun. Whoa, cool, says Emilio. What kind of people do you think live in houses like that? I don't know, but I bet Brian can draw them to go with our story, says Justin. Brian smiles as he takes out his lucky pen. Look at all the work they did together. It's lunchtime again. Brian's least favorite part of the day. Another 20 long minutes of kids talking and laughing with everybody else but him. Brian! He hears someone shout. Hey Brian, over here! Brian turns and sees Justin waving him over. Emilio nods at Brian as he makes room for him at the table. Cookie? Thanks. Maybe, just maybe, Brian's not so invisible after all. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What did we think of that story? Did we like it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now thinking about everything we just read, who thinks they know where the setting of our story took place? Where was our story? Yeah. At school. Yeah, good job. What was the name of the main character? Can someone help me remember? Yeah. Close. Do you think you remember?
Is it Brian?
Brian, yes. Do you remember Brian did something in his notebook? What did he do in that notebook? Cool.
Left a picture of the new kid. He wrote a note to him.
So he draws in his notebook and he wrote that note? Yeah. Do you remember the name of the new student that came in? Does anyone remember? Lachlan. Justin, good job.
Arlo, go close the door, please. Thank you, friend.
Yeah. Now, what did Brian, our main character, feel in the beginning of the story? Think about how, if you were Brian, what do you think you would feel?
Left out.
Left out? Cole?
Like I'm not
I
there.
think you're not there.
Sad.
Sad. One more. Oh, remember, let's raise our hand. Lachlan. Kind of mad, maybe? Yeah, that's possible. How do we know that these might be how he was feeling, these things? Do you have an idea?
Maybe a little bit sad.
A little bit sad? Why do you think he might have been sad?
Because he walked away. They were against the wall.
Yeah, he walked away. Anything else you remember from the story that maybe was clues onto what he was feeling? Yeah.
He was probably left out and not even exist.
Yeah. How do you, if you look or listen, what might have stood out to you that
Let go. Let
made
go.
you think he felt that way?
Because he did.
Yeah.
He probably done something he wasn't opposed to, and then he got visible. And people at school might be sitting on him because he can't.
Oh, because I can't see him. Now, how do we think he felt at the end? Did his feelings change, do you think? Yeah. Happy? Anyone else think anything other than happy? Yeah.
Excited.
Awesome. Did we see anything or hear anything that made you realize, oh, I think Brian feels a little differently? Yeah, cool.
That he walks over and he says what when he over there, and he usually never talks to anyone.
Yeah, so he was more confident to go over by new people and sit with them? Awesome job. So you guys like this story?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys for sitting so good and listening and letting me read the story to you.
What do we say to Miss Kristy?
Thank you.
You're welcome, boys and girls. I had fun.
We have you